Now, I'm gonna ask the business guy here, Mr. Savino, to come back from product planning, and let's talk a little bit about the trim level strategy and how it all comes together. So what we have here, obviously, is the X line.
So the X line is this is the first SUV with X line trim from Kia, and it's the first X line that has a standard all-wheel drive. Definitely, you could see this big bridge-type roof rack, really chunky, really capable. And then there's also a bunch of cool trim. So some of these matte details, like even those 20-inch wheels that you're standing right by,
yes, sir.
Those are unique to X-Line in terms of the dark hyper silver finish, and other parts of the vehicle kind of are all matching. So it has a sort of a cohesive look.
So from here we have the SX.
That's right. So SX actually is a completely different personality. So that one is a lot more like style, street kind of look. So all the stuff that's that sort of matte look on the rugged X line now becomes gloss black. So like around the windows, some of these details around the wheel arches, the grille, even these wheels actually go from matte to a gloss black look.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then the last member of the family, so to speak, is the turbo hybrid.
So everything around the windows, the opening is now satin chrome.
Okay.
And all the detailing on the exterior satin chrome. Of course, it will have unique hybrid wheels and other, hybrid specific design elements. So it's kind of like a family of three.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, so we've established that the turbo hybrid looks cool, but what's going on with this powertrain?
It's unique because it has both a turbo and a hybrid, meaning the batteries, right? So those batteries give you that instantaneous feeling. Right off the line, instant torque. But then the turbo kicks in when the revs move up, and then you have more power coming in. You always have power, and that's why this is so special.
So I'm assuming that this all-new N3 platform is the reason you can have this electrifying news.
Absolutely. So that platform is stronger, it is lighter, and it allows both the hybrid and the plug-in hybrid powertrains, all new for us. The hybrid version, our engineers are estimating a combined 37 miles per gallon, and that will make us the most efficient three-row SUV on the market. How cool is that? This will probably be at least 650 miles of driving range on the hybrid.
Let's talk about the base engine, the 2.5.
Sure.
Because it's a lighter platform, does that allow us to have better fuel efficiency there too?
So that is a 2.5 four-cylinder. It has more power than the outgoing Sorento, up to 191 horsepower. It has 2 miles per gallon better, more power, more fuel economy.
Okay, so we've hit the turbo hybrid,
Right.
We've hit the standard engine, but it's at SX.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay.
2.5 liter turbo, completely new engine, and 311 pound-foot of torque out of this thing. All new transmission, 8 speeds, and dual clutch. 2 things. You have these like lightning fast shifts, right? So it just feels sporty, and that translates also into better fuel economy. All-wheel drive is an option on every trim, standard on the X line.
Yes.
And it is also standard on the plug-in.
Tell me more about that plug-in.
Let's talk plug-in.
If we're allowed to talk about it, of course.
Yeah. Your drive can be up to 30 miles of all electric.
And it's still going to be a fun vehicle to drive, right? Because it's still that turbo hybrid, isn't it?
It's still a turbo hybrid.
Excellent. And Kia drive mode.
So the drive modes include a sport mode, a comfort mode, an eco mode, a smart mode.
Named for you, I understand.
Exactly. Okay, I'll take it.
Yes.
In the all-wheel drive models, a snow mode. So you have up to 5 modes. And that actually maps the steering, the acceleration, so it changes the feel.
Let's talk about the inside. Pop that door open and tell me your first impression, or what do you think really jumps out for people?
Absolutely. So what I love about this car, the seats, genuine leather, and we have this beautiful 3D embossed bolster, and we have for the first time ever captain's chairs in Sorento, and it's the only vehicle in its segment that has that. And then there's the screens. So on the top models, 12.3-inch fully digital TFT meter cluster, i.e. a big screen, plus a 10.25 navigation screen. So, and then the other thing I noticed is this huge pano roof. And the great thing with this one is it's available at just about every single trim level.
What about some of the other tech?
You have wireless charging, wireless CarPlay, and Android Auto.
Okay.
If you do have a wire, we have 8 USBs to choose from.
8 USBs.
No matter where you sit, there's a USB close by. You have the Bose Premium Audio.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, center point audio, 12 premium speakers, subwoofer in the back.
So the audio system cranks, and that's obviously going to put my head in a good space, but I want to keep my head safe also. So tell me something about the technology in regards to keeping the car out of trouble.
Absolutely. This car has a bunch of safety features standard. For example, forward collision avoidance, automatic emergency braking, also lane departure warning, lane following assist, and that basically smooths out your ping-ponging. And then we also added more safety things. So for example, we have what we call the rear occupant alert. And if it senses any movement in the back of the car, our system will warn you.
All right, good. Well, product plan, you guys have done it again. So thanks for this excellent description of what's going on inside. I'm now going to talk to Michael and see why it looks the way it does.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks. So Michael, what was the goal for when you guys put together the interior look?
The interior team came up with two key words, strength and luxury. And strength you'll see in the details on the ear vents, inspired by athletic weight. It also extends the full width of the instrument panel, giving it kind of a wide look. And in luxury, all the awesome features that Mark had mentioned earlier, the diamond tucked in the seats, and also there's this really cool detail on the instrument panel as well as the door panel, this sort of three-dimensional texture.
We've talked about in the past how this is one vehicle cut three different ways. So from an interior design perspective, what are the elements that continue to deliver those personalities?
Yeah, well, what's really cool about Sorento is there's so much variation.
Yeah.
For instance, this is the X line. It has an open pore simulated wood grain with the rust-colored leather seats. And in SX, you get a brushed aluminum with black leather seats. And in the turbo hybrid, you get metallic finish with gray leatherette seats. I don't think I've worked on a vehicle with as much variation in the models and those finishes as Sorento has.
And you've worked on some pretty fascinating vehicles over your time, so that says a lot. You guys are doing great work, and we look forward to your next vehicles.
Thank you very much.
Michael, Mark, thank you so much for joining me here today. You know, sometimes as you get ready to do a launch like this, and you sometimes lose track of just the energy, the passion, the sweat, the blood, all the focus. And you know, you can see just from working with them here, they're both very proud of the work they've done, as they should be. This vehicle is really great. I think we'd like to now close with the words from our team there in Georgia that are actually taking all these ideas, all this passion, and putting it into an exceptionally well-built machine. And all of that hard work is sitting in your driveway right now.
A lot of people don't understand the hard work that we put into this.
Kia has come a long way in the automotive industry.
Most of what we do is behind the scenes.
It is very crucial. Everything on the line that I work on is crucial.
So to see a vehicle, a Sorento, on the road.
Somebody driving something that you actually had a hand on.
Driving something that I knew that we built here in Georgia.
I feel a lot of pride because I know when the car is going down the road that I put something into
It
it.
makes me feel like I achieved something.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
It's very, very gratifying to know that we as a company, as a whole, have produced something very, very special.